Hello everybody, it's Liz. Happy New Year. It is Tuesday and I am going to go live for you and just do a quick tip every Tuesday because I realize that just because I've been doing this for 16 years doesn't mean that maybe you have. And so hopefully I have something to share and I'll just do really quick videos for you. So this week what I wanted to talk about is the biggest thing that has changed my business for the better, and that is the Power Hour. So if you haven't done a Power Hour, you don't know what I'm talking about, this is the quick video for you. So basically a Power Hour was something that I heard about at least 10 years ago from another Scentsy consultant. And she wanted to work her business in a smart way, and so she decided that she was going to dedicate a full hour to very specific things every day. So she divided her hour into 15-minute segments, and she would do this. It's actually Adi Mitchell, if you know who Adi Mitchell is. She's one of my Scentsy idols. She used to live really close to me. Anyway, she would look inside, and she would develop herself. She would look at her front line and her down line, and then she would do, I can't remember what her fourth one was. Anyway, it helped her a lot. And over the years, Scentsy took her idea, and they have had a couple of renditions of this Power Hour that you can look at. If you do a search in Workstation for Power Hour, you'll bring up a sheet that is 2 pages long. And the first page will describe for you everything you need to know about a Power Hour and what to do. But basically, it has 4 or 5 key components. And you can tweak it to do whatever you want so that it works for you, but this is mine. So I first do what I call eye on the prize, and that's just looking at what my goals are. Because I realized a while back that if I don't look at my goals every day that I sit down to work my Scentsy business, then I'll forget what they are because I get so sidetracked and life takes over. You know what I'm talking about. So it makes a difference for me to look at my goals, because then I can get into the incentive tracker, for example. That's the one that helps me the most. And I can see where I am in relation to where I want to be. And then I can make plans before I start to do anything for my Scentsy business to get where I want to be, right? So that is the that is the reason why I look at my goals. While I'm doing that too, I'm in the workstation every day, and I fill out a little form every day that tracks my numbers. So I know what my PRV is, and that's where I get the, okay, this is where I am, this is where I want to be, what am I going to do, what can I do to get where I want to be? But I'm also looking at my team and where everybody's sitting, how we're growing, what our progress is toward the numbers that I want to hit each month. It's inspiring to me to see things grow and change. And I also can see our group number change, so I know that we've added people, and I can reach out to new people and make sure that they're plugging in and that they know of all the resources available to them, help them get off to a good start. So that is another thing I do when I'm getting my eye on the prize. So I'm recording my stats, I'm looking at my short and long-term goals. I have a vision board that I created in Canva, and I can give you a template if you're interested, but I like the whole vision board thing too, because then I can see who I want to be. And that mindset helps me when I'm working, so that I'm working on the right things. So I look at that little vision board real quick, and then the last thing I do is I find a motivational quote, because I am a negative Nelly in my head and I don't want to be. And I've realized that the best way for me to combat that negative self-talk is to buoy myself up every day with something that inspires me. And so even if I can't find anything like on my wall or in my book, I have a whole bunch of quotes that I love to look at. Then I'll just go online and find a quote of the day or whatever that's motivational, something that's like, you got this. My favorite are the ones that are like, simple changes turn into the biggest results, that kind of stuff. That stuff lights me up inside. So that's what I do for Eye on the Prize. Then I do what I call plugging in. So I've already sort of done that by looking at my stats, where I am with my PRV, but then I look at the news tab, because looking at the news tab every day keeps me plugged in. I know what's going on. When I have questions from my front line, from anybody actually, all of my customers with questions about anything, I can answer because I've read the news stories. So I always look at the news tab. And then the other thing that I added about a year and a half ago is that I'm checking the Scentsy Family Consultants page every day during the Power Hour. Because on Tuesdays and Thursdays, the home office goes live for us. Sarah and Jason will go live with tips and training, and it's really simple. I love it. Like quick, really, really good stuff. And that's also where I find all of those discounts on Canva, not Canva, Vistaprint that I'm passing on to you into our group page. So that's where I'm getting those. But they're also posting all of the trainings in there that the home office does. Reminders, who's going to be on, like today. They posted the a reminder for the Tuesday training that happens every Tuesday morning. If you don't know this, every Tuesday morning you can plug in and get training from Scentsy from the home office. So that all that stuff is on the Scentsy Family Consultants page on Facebook. If you're not on it, it's definitely worth being on. So that's what I do for plugging in. Then I'm going to do all of my customer follow-ups. This is where I focus on my business. I make sure that I have a great follow-up system that has kept me in business for 15 years and 16 years, actually. I just hit 16 in November. And so I do all of my customer follow-ups. I'm recording my new orders. I'm looking at a spreadsheet binder system that I use. I'm mostly digital, but I still have some stuff on like physical paper that I'm looking at. And after I do my customer follow-ups, then I work on growing my business. So this is where I'm prospecting. I'm expanding my network. This is where I do the green light challenge, where when you're on Facebook, if you don't know what that is, where you're on Facebook and you see the people who are also on, they have little green dots next to their faces. Those people I look at, and if anybody is on that list, that means they're currently on Facebook too. If I don't know them through Scentsy, I say hi. And I try to get 5 people a day, just because when you connect with people on social media like that, they're going to see you in their feed. And so as I post things on my feed to update people about my life, and I showcase and share what I do with how Scentsy has benefited my life and what I do with it, that's where they're going to see that stuff more often, just because we said hi and had a conversation. So do the green light challenge. Then prospecting and networking for me is finding new places to put product displays, like fragrance flower, just a display in like a check-in desk somewhere that I frequent. I'll just say, hey, do you guys want to borrow this for a couple of weeks and enjoy it in your lobby? No charge, nothing. If people are interested in it, give them my card or show them this page. And the page is like a QR code to go buy the fragrance flowers on my website. If you're interested in any of that, I'm happy to share with you everything that I have for it. So the fragrance flower parties, or like pet care in vet offices and stuff like that, anywhere that a product display makes sense, I like to approach the businesses that I frequent first. And so I've got a running list of places that I can see if they'll let me put a product display in, because then I'm sort of having a party at that location without actually being there and doing anything. I mean, I'm just directing them to give my card or my catalogs to people who are interested in whatever it is. That's booking parties. That's finding fundraisers. That's thinking outside the box for ways I can work my Scentsy business that I haven't already. It's growing your network and reaching more people. That's what that is. So anything that comes to mind for prospecting and networking, that's what I do. And then the last thing that I do is team connection, recognition, and say hello to all the newbies. So that's where I'm making sure that I'm connecting with, helping as best I can, doing coaching calls, which, by the way, you can totally sign up for one, even if you're not on my front line. Happy to help you grow and strategize for your Scentsy business. Just go to our team resources page and sign up in there. So that's what I do for my power hour. And one of the things that I forgot to tell you is that the follow-ups for my customers, I cannot do all of these things in an hour unless I have my thank you packets already ready to go. So on Wednesdays, I do packet prep, and that's where I'm creating my little thank you mailers, and they're really simple. It's just a card that says, thank you. Thank you so much for your order. Here's my referral system, and here's all the ways that you can connect with me. And I throw that in. I'm happy to share that too. I throw that in with some sort of thin sample that I can mail in for one stamp in a regular number 10 envelope. So I'm just prepping those to get them ready. And I also can't do my follow-up and everything I need to do for follow-up unless I have like party packs ready to go. And that's just like extra jazzed up sample packs with catalogs. And so that's the kind of stuff that I have to take care of every Wednesday, my packet prep day, when I'm making samples and stuff like that. If I have all that done and I can just draw from it to really quickly throw stuff in the mail, then that's how I get my power hour done in an hour. So if you only have an hour to work your Scentsy business every day, I can't tell you how very important it is to do a power hour. Because if you focus on these key areas of your business every day that you sit down, you will see progress. So if your goal is to succeed in this business, to actually make an income with this business, then you have to treat it like a business. And this is the best way that I found to do that. So again, if you're new to Power Hour, just search for it in the workstation and that document will come up. You can download it, print it. I turned mine into a checklist so that I can make sure I check things off, because I actually love checking things off. I'm the kind of person who will add things to a checklist just to check it off because I did it. Anyway, so if you're interested in how I work it, I'm happy to share. I'll do another video for you. But that's the Power Hour. Hi, everybody watching. I don't know if you guys have questions. Hi, Karen. How you doing? The other thing that I wanted to cover is the word of the year. So this is a new thing that I've started hearing about the last couple of years, where Scentsy consultants will pick some word or phrase that they keep in mind for the whole year. It's kind of like your overreaching, overarching goal, or something to that effect. So just to give you an example, last year my word of the year was simplify, because I knew that I was going to go back to college. Yeah, I'm 47 and I'm getting a degree finally. I can sell you securities and stocks and bonds and teach you 8 different kinds of formats of gym classes, but I don't have a degree yet. And so it's on my bucket list and I've got to do it. And so I found an online program and it works great. So I knew that was happening in 2022. And I knew that I was doing more and probably not focusing on the right things. And so I needed to really scale down. And so simplify was my, what I thought about all year in any of the changes that I made in my business in particular, because I needed to get those systems down before I started back into school, because I knew I wouldn't have time to do it all. So simplify was it. And simplify has helped me meal plan and do laundry and get all the housework done and handle all of the areas and aspects of my business, because I have scaled down to just what works and just what matters to me. And it's helped me so much. So that was last year. Some people will choose things like peace, or I should have written a list of all the ones I've seen lately on Facebook, but this year I've got 2 words in mind, and I think I'm going to stick with both of them, even though it's easier to think of just one, but they're connected, and so it works. And so my words for 2023 are going to be systems, because I've recognized how fabulous sticking to my systems and that consistency has helped me, and connection, because the connection part works with the systems, because my success is directly connected to my consistency with my systems. So that's where connection comes in. But the second part of connection is really connecting with people. The pandemic's been hard, and I feel like I'm disconnected. I stopped teaching all of my gym classes, and so I feel like my social network in that regard, like the physical people that I get to see, kind of disintegrated, because all of those contracts were gone, and I'm not at 4 different gyms 5 times a week. I just missed being with people. And so part of my green light challenge is to say hi to all my old friends and connect and go to lunch and stuff like that. And I'm also making a real effort to connect with my frontline and my team. So you guys are it. If we haven't connected yet, please reach out, because I would love to get to know you better, and especially help you with your Scentsy business. But just to say hi and catch up and see how you're doing, and if there's anything that we have in common, it would be fun to get to know you. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. Power Hour is amazing, like legit amazing. I implemented it in the fall of 2021, and overnight I doubled my PRV just because I did those things. So it's worth looking into, and I highly recommend. Power Hour is amazing. And then choose a word. If it feels right to you to choose a word that you can think about and focus your energy on to make the progress in whatever areas of your life you want to this year, choose a word and stick it on the wall and look at it and think about it when you're contemplating whether what you're doing is helping you get where you want to be or not. That's my 2 cents for this Tuesday. Anyway, good to see you. I hope you're all doing well. Check in with me if you're not, so we can chat and I can help you. I'll talk to you later.